2019, Elon Musk unveils the Cybertruck, calls it zombie-proof. Looks like someone's first day using AutoCAD. For $40,000, you could own a stainless steel wedge straight out of Halo. 2 million people put down deposits. 2025, only 50,000 bought one. They're piling up in lots instead of flying off them. What went wrong? This disaster list reads like an automotive recall encyclopedia.
Well, Tesla Cybertrucks are now under its 5th recall in less than a year.
Tesla has pushed back its plans to start on its much-anticipated Cybertruck.
Tonight, Tesla issuing a recall for nearly all of its U.S. Cybertrucks.
November 21st, 2019. Tesla's Hawthorne Design Studio. Picture this. The richest man on Earth is about to demonstrate bulletproof glass. You already know how this ends. The lights fade, smoke pours out, and there it is. A vehicle that looks like what happens when a DeLorean has a one-night stand with a geometry textbook. The crowd doesn't know whether to applaud or laugh, but Musk starts talking numbers, and suddenly everyone's reaching for their wallets. Base model for $39,900. That's beating a decent F-150. The 3-motor beast with 500-plus mile range for just $69,900. Acceleration that embarrasses Porsches at 2.9 seconds to 60. It'll tow 14,000 pounds, and yes, literally bulletproof panels that could supposedly stop a 9mm round. Then Franz von Holzhausen picks up that metal ball. Oh my God. Well, maybe that was a little too hard. Crack. The armored glass explodes into a spider web. Musk's face? Priceless. He's standing there with that forced smile like a dad whose kid just broke grandma's vase at Thanksgiving. But here's the insane part. It didn't matter. Within 72 hours, 200,000 orders flooded in.
More than 180,000 pre-orders for its first electric pickup truck.
1 week, 250,000. Eventually, 2 million people said, "Shut up and take my money." Think about that. 2 million humans watched a product literally fail its most basic demonstration and still handed over cash. It's like watching someone's parachute not open and then signing up for skydiving lessons with them. Why? Because this was peak Tesla mania.
Most talked about, most anticipated, most hyped car.
The Model 3 was printing money. SpaceX was landing rockets like it was easy. Musk was tweeting memes and moving markets. Tesla stock had turned regular people into millionaires. Missing out on the Cybertruck felt like missing Bitcoin at $1. CNN declared it the future of everything. Fortune called it the iPhone of trucks. Even the broken glass became a meme that somehow helped sales. People were getting Tesla tattoos. Seriously, tattoos of a car company. But between that night and delivery, everything changed. The promises would evaporate. The price would explode, the specs would shrink, and Elon? He'd become Tesla's biggest problem. Let me paint you a picture of possibly the most embarrassing product launch in automotive history. November 30th, 2023. After 4 years of delays and $10 billion invested, Tesla finally holds their big Cybertruck delivery event. Do you know how many they delivered? Between 10 and 30 vehicles. 10! Most went to Tesla employees. I've seen Girl Scout cookie stands with better opening days. The base price that Musk promised was $39,900. The real price? $60,990. That's a 53% increase. That's like ordering a Big Mac for $5 and being charged $7.65 at the window. Peter Scott, a contractor from California, perfectly captured what millions were feeling. He paid $120,000 for his Cyberbeast, expecting the 470-mile range extender battery pack Tesla promised. Then Tesla canceled it. "I bought the truck knowing that I was going to get 470 miles, he told CNBC. Then, when they canceled it, that just crushed me.
I bought the truck knowing that I was going to get 470 miles. Then when they canceled it, that just crushed me.
They got my money, and then they canceled what they were going to do. The dual-motor version jumped from $49,900 to $79,990. The tri-motor everyone wanted? Originally $69,900, now the Cyber Beast at $99,990. Foundation Series, $120,000. The math is brutal. For one Cyber Beast's price, you could buy a fully loaded F-150 Lightning and a brand new Model 3, and still have money left over. Every single spec got cut too. Towing capacity dropped from 14,000 to 11,000 pounds. Payload fell from 3,500 to 2,270 pounds. That's worse than a Ford Ranger costing 1/3 the price. The promised 500-mile range? Best case 320 miles. Carl Connor's Foundation Series died at 254 miles, 20% less than promised. Now we need to talk about the elephant in the room, or should I say the $400 billion man-child on Twitter. Here's an uncomfortable truth. Tesla and Elon Musk are basically the same person. When Elon was seen as real-life Tony Stark, that was amazing for sales. But by 2025, things had changed dramatically. Surveys show that around 60% of car buyers now avoid Tesla specifically because of Musk himself. 60%. That's not people who dislike the cars, that's people who won't even consider them because of the CEO. The Cybertruck became a rolling political statement. It got nicknamed the MAGA truck, the incel Camino, the compensator. Owners report getting flipped off in traffic just for driving one. One owner in California said he had to sell his Cybertruck because his kids were getting bullied at school about it. And while his customers are getting harassed, what's Elon doing? Posting conspiracy theories at 3 a.m., fighting with senators about population collapse, telling advertisers to go f themselves, spreading misinformation so bad that Community Notes has to fact-check the CEO of the company. When you buy a Ford, you're buying a truck. When you buy a Cybertruck, you're making a political statement, whether you want to or not. Imagine spending $100,000 on a vehicle and it becomes a social liability. You can't take it to certain neighborhoods without starting arguments. You can't park it at work without HR getting involved in political discussions. Your dating life takes a hit because your vehicle screams, "I stan a billionaire edgelord." Ford doesn't have this problem. Jim Farley isn't tweeting about birth rates while his trucks are falling apart. Mary Barra isn't getting into Twitter fights with rescue divers. Their trucks are just trucks. The Cybertruck became the ultimate symbol of Elon's chaos. Every controversy, every meltdown, every deleted tweet directly impacted resale values. Dealers reported customers specifically asking for any EV except a Tesla. One Tesla investor calculated that Musk's Twitter purchase and subsequent behavior cost Tesla hundreds of billions in market cap. That's not a typo. Hundreds of billions evaporated because the CEO couldn't stop posting. The brand that once meant innovation and environmental consciousness now meant you supported whatever Elon tweeted that morning. For a truck already struggling with quality issues, adding political baggage was the kiss of death. But before we dive into the recall nightmare, if you're enjoying this automotive disaster, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. I cover car industry catastrophes every week, and trust me, what comes next is even worse. Quick question. After everything so far, would you still consider buying one? Or do you know someone who actually bought one? Drop their horror stories in the comments below. I read everything and heart the best ones. Now, let's talk about the quality disaster. In just 15 months, the Cybertruck has been recalled 8 times. For context, most vehicles go their entire production run with maybe 1 or 2 recalls. The Cybertruck was averaging 1 recall every 2 months. But the best one, and by best I mean most embarrassing, happened in April 2024. Jose Martinez posts a TikTok that goes absolutely viral. 2 million views in 24 hours. His accelerator pedal is stuck at 100%. As you can see, based on the design of the floorboard, this sliding up, and the way this was still hooked onto the pedal, it held the accelerator down 100%. The cause? Workers on the production line had been using soap as a lubricant during pedal assembly. When the soap dried, the pedal pad would slip and jam against the floor. Tesla had to recall all 3,878 Cybertrucks built. On a $100,000 vehicle, they were using soap, like it's a slip and slide. But wait, there's more. Windshield wipers failing after weeks, $300 plus replacement. Trim pieces flying off on highways, windows spontaneously shattering, steering systems locking while driving. The automatic tonneau cover? Cancelled. The signature light bar? Illegal in most states. One owner documented 27 different issues in his first month. That's almost one problem per day.
Looks horrible, looks like a refrigerator on wheels. It's a disaster of a design.
Here's my personal favorite failure. One owner's Cybertruck completely died after going through a car wash. A car wash. This supposedly zombie-proof vehicle was defeated by the same thing that cleans your mom's Corolla. Tesla's response? They initially tried to charge him $5,000 for repairs before the story went viral, and they backed down. Think about that. A truck marketed as apocalypse-ready can't survive a basic car wash. The forums are filled with horror stories. Screens going black while driving, doors that won't open, doors that won't close, suspension systems collapsing, battery packs dying in cold weather, charging ports freezing shut. Even Musk admitted it. We dug our own grave with the Cybertruck. They used ultra-hard 30x cold-rolled stainless steel, the same stuff SpaceX uses for rockets. Sounds cool, right? Here's the problem. You can't stamp it. You literally cannot form curves. Tesla has to fold it like the world's most expensive origami. Every single panel. The result? Panel gaps so huge owners joke about losing their AirPods in them. One owner measured nearly an inch between panels on a $100,000 vehicle. Tesla built capacity for 250,000 units yearly. They're using 15% of that capacity. They spent $10 billion for a factory that's 85% empty. Remember those incredible specs Musk promised? Yeah, about those. Try to tow something. You know, that thing pickup trucks are supposed to do, and the range drops to under 100 miles. One owner trying to tow a modest trailer reported getting 88 miles of range. 88 miles. That's not even enough to get from Los Angeles to San Diego. Motor Trend did a direct comparison test between the Cybertruck, Ford F-150 Lightning, and Rivian R1T. The result? Rivian came first, Lightning second, and the Cybertruck, the supposed revolutionary future of trucks, came in dead last. Even charging is a nightmare. In cold weather, owners report charging speeds dropping by 60%. One owner in Chicago watched his Cybertruck take 5 hours to charge from 20% to 80% in winter. 5 hours. You could drive a gas F-150 from Chicago to Nashville in that time. The bed's useless too. The sides are so high, you practically need a ladder to get stuff out. Reaching anything near the cab? Forget it. The powered tonneau cover that was promised? Manual only. The built-in ramp? Cancelled. The onboard air compressor? Cancelled. The outlets that were supposed to power your entire job site? Half of what was promised. Every single performance metric Tesla promised got cut, reduced, or eliminated. The Cybertruck looks like something from the future. But here's the thing about the future. It still needs to work in the present. The visibility is absolutely terrible. The dashboard is so high and the windshield so raked that drivers describe it like looking through a mail slot. The A-pillars are so thick you could hide a whole Toyota Corolla behind them. There's no rear window visibility at all, just a camera feed on the center screen that has a 2-second delay. The doors are so heavy that there are multiple reports of them injuring people. One owner's kid got their fingers caught and ended up in the emergency room. These aren't normal car doors. They're vault doors that happen to be on a vehicle. And here's something nobody at Tesla apparently considered. The Cybertruck doesn't fit in most garages. It's too tall. Owners are having to park their $100,000 zombie-proof truck outside, in the weather, where it gets defeated by car washes. The stiff suspension combined with the 7,000-pound weight doesn't just make for an uncomfortable ride. It makes the truck genuinely dangerous in crashes. The Insurance Institute for Highway Safety basically said it's a battering ram on wheels. Great for the Cybertruck owner, terrifying for literally everyone else on the road. While Tesla was trying to figure out how to bend steel, everyone else was actually building electric trucks. Ford didn't just announce the F-150 Lightning, they delivered it on time, at the promised price, with the promised specs. By 2025, the Lightning was the best-selling electric pickup in America. Not the Cybertruck, the Lightning. The numbers are brutal for Tesla. Q2 2025 sales. Ford F-150 Lightning, 5,900 units. GM Hummer EV, 4,500 units. Tesla Cybertruck, 4,300 units. Tesla came in third, in a market they were supposed to dominate. Rivian's R1T was winning awards left and right. Car and Driver's EV of the Year. Motor Trend Truck of the Year. It could do everything the Cybertruck promised, except it actually existed and worked. GM's Silverado EV launched with 450 miles of range, just 50 miles short of what Tesla promised and failed to deliver. And it looked like a normal truck that a normal person could drive without becoming a meme. But the real killer? China. BYD is now building electric pickups for $30,000. They're nothing fancy, but they work. They haul stuff. They don't need recalls every 2 months, and they cost less than a third of a Cybertruck. There are currently over 10,000 unsold Cybertrucks sitting in lots across Texas. That's $800 million in inventory that nobody wants. Aerial photos of the Austin Gigafactory show thousands of these triangular disasters just sitting there. Tesla has had to shut down production multiple times, not for maintenance, but because they've run out of buyers. They're offering desperate incentives, free supercharging, discount packages, trade-in bonuses, nothing's working. The Foundation Series, the $120,000 premium version that was supposed to sell out in hours, still available 9 months later. Tesla literally cannot give these trucks away. Dealers are refusing to take them. Used Cybertruck values have crashed. Some owners are trying to sell their trucks for $30,000 less than they paid and still can't find buyers. Tesla built this massive infrastructure expecting to produce 250,000 Cybertrucks per year. They're currently using 15% of that capacity. The Austin Gigafactory, specifically built for the Cybertruck, is essentially a $10 billion ghost town. Meanwhile, Ford can't build Lightnings fast enough. Rivian has a waiting list. Even the grotesque Hummer EV is outselling the Cybertruck. Tesla went from the presumed market leader to an also-ran, watching competitors eat their lunch. The market has spoken, and it said no thanks to the stainless steel wedge. Let me hit you with the statistic that perfectly captures this disaster. 2 million reservations, 50,000 sales. That's a 2.5% conversion rate for every 40 people who put down a deposit. Only one actually bought the truck. 39 out of 40 people saw the final product, the final price, and the final Elon, and said absolutely not. Tesla's EV market share has collapsed from 75% to 46%. The Cybertruck was supposed to expand Tesla's dominance. Instead, it accelerated their decline. The financial impact is staggering. Tesla invested over $10 billion in the Cybertruck program. At current sales rates, they'll need 40 years to recoup that investment. That's not including ongoing warranty claims, which are exploding. Stock impact? Tesla shares dropped 35% since the Cybertruck's troubled launch. Investors realize it's not just a failed product. It's a $10 billion black hole sucking resources from profitable vehicles. The Cybertruck has the highest cancellation rate of any vehicle in Tesla's history, the worst customer satisfaction scores, the most recalls, the lowest resale value. By every single metric that matters, sales, satisfaction, reliability, profitability, the Cybertruck is an unmitigated disaster. It's not just Tesla's biggest failure. It might be the biggest failure in automotive history. The Cybertruck was supposed to be the truck for the end of the world. Bulletproof, zombie-proof, future-proof. Instead, it became a $100,000 meme that gets defeated by car washes and soap. Tesla promised revolution and delivered 8 recalls. They promised $40,000 and delivered $100,000. They promised 500 miles and delivered 250. They promised the future and delivered a political statement on wheels that makes you a target in traffic. The Cybertruck didn't fail because the world wasn't ready for it. It failed because it wasn't ready for the world. And at $100,000 with an 8 recall record, maybe that's for the best. Here's my question for you. After everything you just heard, the betrayed promises, the Elon chaos, the recalls, the car wash deaths, would you still buy one? If you made it this far, join the family and let's watch more overpriced disasters together. Drop your favorite Cybertruck story in the comments. Best one gets pinned. I've got a video here on why Chinese EVs are about to eat everyone's lunch. See you in the next one.